been a month since my last book haul, so naturally, book haul. I would like to tell you that I had self-control and did not buy a lot of books, but that would be a lie because I am going to be talking about 10 books today. 10 in a month. I want to tell you that next month I'll control myself and not buy a lot of books, but that would be a lie as well because my birthday is in 2 weeks and there's a bookstore in San Francisco that I have not ever been to, and I must go there and I must buy all the books in that bookstore, so whatever. On to the book haul. First we have Last Argument of Kings by Joe Abercrombie. This is the third and final book in the First Law trilogy. I just read the first and the second book and I very much so enjoyed them. They're a great time. If you love fantasy, war, blood, and guts, you will love these books. This book is massive. It is over 600 pages, so when I will get to it, I don't know, hopefully soon. The next book I bought is Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I actually don't have that book with me, but I'll put a picture here. My best friend is actually borrowing it and she's reading it, and hopefully she takes care of the book because Alyssa, if you're watching this and you damage that book, I will hurt you, and you know I will. I had just read Lullaby by Chuck Palahniuk and I really enjoyed that book, so I asked the guys at Strip Cover Lit what to read by Chuck Palahniuk next because they're the ones who told me to read Lullaby, and they said Fight Club, read it. And Fight Club? What's Fight Club? And I read it. I may have liked it a lot. I will talk about it in another video. I think everyone knows what Fight Club is, except me, obviously, because I don't know anything, ever. After that, I picked up The Perfect Storm, a true story of man against the sea. This book is a movie, and as a kid, I watched that movie all the time. I still do every once in a while, and I don't know why I loved it so much. It's honestly, as a whole, very sad, but I really like it. And it was only recently that I found out that it was a book, so I wanted to read it. And it's about a boat that gets caught in a storm. Very sad survival-ish story. I was hanging out with a friend a couple weeks ago and we were talking about movies, and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button is a movie that we were talking about. I love that movie, so I was gushing over Brad Pitt, obviously, and they told me that they loved the movie too. But then they said, oh, and the book, yeah, it's a great book too. And I just, wait, what? Book? Book? It's a book? And they said, yeah, F. Scott Fitzgerald. And I'm over here, wait, F. Scott Fitzgerald? The Great Gatsby? F. Scott Fitzgerald? And they said, yeah, Erica, gosh, don't you know anything? Obviously I don't, but I went online and I bought the book. So I get the book in the mail, right? What is this? This is this flimsy nothingness that I spent only $3, but still, this is not a novel, this is a short story, and I am angry but still excited to read this. If you don't know what The Curious Case of Benjamin Button is about, it is about a person that is born old and ages younger. Did that make sense? Hopefully it did. The next book I have is Indignation by Philip Roth. I have no idea what this book is about. I just know that it's about to become a movie starring Logan Lerman. I watch all of his movies. I think he's an incredible actor, and because of that, I really want to watch that movie. But I knew it was a book. I know it centers on a boy and he is not getting along with his parents. I think his dad might be crazy, so he goes to college far away to get away from them, and then I think it's just his struggles with life, and I think it takes place during the Korean War, so something's going on with that. But other than that, I don't know much more, so I hope I like it, but even if I don't, I'm still gonna watch the movie. Next, I have Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk. I also bought this book because Strip Cover Lit told me to read it, so naturally, obviously I bought it. I don't know much about this book except that it's a collection of short stories, and supposedly they're gross and they make you super uncomfortable. Regardless of that, I'm excited because I've enjoyed everything that I've read by this author so far, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. The next book I have is The Moon is Down by John Steinbeck. I had been wanting to read a book with my best friend for a while because we haven't read a book together forever, so we decided on this book because I'm a big John Steinbeck fan, mainly because I live very close to where his books are set. Maybe. I don't know what this book is about, but I'm gonna be reading it with my best friend, so hopefully that goes well. Next, I have The Rum Diary by Hunter S. Thompson. I always say that I hate when I see movie book covers, but this one has Johnny Depp, so it's an exception. Another book that I don't know what it is about, but I'm going to be reading this alongside Brit from Brit Reads. We have both never seen the movie nor read the book. This should be fun and exciting. On Stranger Tides by Tim Powers. This is the book that inspired Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. I need to read this book because pirates. I don't have to say more. You probably all know my strange obsessions. I'm gonna move on. The last book I have is the one that I'm the most excited for because sharks, and that is Jaws by Peter Benchley. Everyone knows what Jaws is, I think. You should. If you don't, go watch it. And I've never read the book, which is insane because sharks are my favorite animals, so naturally I should have read this, but I was probably too preoccupied with reading cheesy Steve Alten novels, but whatever, they're great. But I'm super excited to read this because I love Jaws. Sharks. Yay. I've had Jaws 2 on my shelf forever. This is just a book inspired by the movie, so I know this book more than likely is going to be terrible, but I needed to get Jaws and read it before I read this, so. Why hello there! You're in my cabinet because my camera died. I'm filming on my iPhone in the kitchen because that makes sense. If you've read any of the books that I talked about in the video today, leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, or just leave a comment and talk to me, yada yada yada. You know what to do, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go and make some food because I am hungry. Goodbye.